I'm a snark. That sounds rough. It is vlog day 6 on the Carnival Jubilee. I'm struggling to wake up. You saw last night's vlog, I was not doing well with seasickness. I put another patch on, took a bunch of medicine to be able to sleep last night. So I'm struggling to come out of it. Ugh. We're docking into Cozumel. What time do we need to be off the ship? The ticket
probably 8:45. It says 9 at the pier.
Yeah, so we've got to be off the ship at like 8:30ish. It's 7 now. I still got to get dressed and get the bag packed. I need to find breakfast. I'm tired. This is absolutely gorgeous though. We got another boat coming. And one already in port. Came to the dining room to get some breakfast.
I'm ready to order.
That's gonna be a good grapefruit. Oh man, it was grapefruit brulee, so it's a little bit different than when hubby does it in the oven with brown sugar. It's actually got the caramelized top if I can get some. All right. That's good. I do like grapefruit though. And then I got waffles on the side of bacon and hash browns. I got corned beef hash again. Ooh, that looks good. Some avocado toast with poached eggs on top. Okay, we are sunscreened up, and I got it in the bag, the biodegradable reef-friendly stuff. We are swimsuited. It is 8:10, so we're gonna probably go ahead and head off the boat. We need to meet at our zone at 9 o'clock, but always want to make sure you give yourself enough time to get there. So I got the backpack ready to go on the bed there with tip money. I need to get the GoPro off the charger wherever. Where's the GoPro? Oh, there it is. Get the GoPro off the charger. So if the rest of this footage at Cozumel looks a little bit different, it's because I'm using the GoPro. I'm leaving this camera here in the room so it doesn't get lost or wet or stolen or anything like that. So GoPro has a wider like fish widescreen lens, so that's why if it looks a little bit different from the rest of us, but hopefully we get to see some fish when we snorkel. So Carnival Dream is also in port here. Just got off the boat. We are walking down the pier. You gotta go through the duty-free shop to get to like where we meet our tour group. So today we are doing it was pretty cheap excursion. It's like 60 bucks a person to do a private beach, snorkeling. They have kayaks and paddle boards.
It's supposed to be guided snorkeling.
Oh, really?
And then guacamole
class, unlimited bar.
They dump us on the private
On the beach, yeah. Oh, there's 2 other ones. That one was the Mariner of the Seas was there yesterday too.
Equinox is the one that followed us in this morning.
What brand is that?
I don't know. Equinox.
Princess maybe?
Might be a South American or a
There we go.
different area they come up north.
Yeah. You want to go to Margaritaville, babe?
Nah.
That's special to Mexico, right? Alright, so we're just gonna walk through and go find.
In on the orange boat.
We're gonna go find our tour spot at Zone 9. There it goes. Alright, so we gotta go down the end of the pier. They had a number 9 at that end, and he said to walk down to the end. There's another number 9. Oh, there are freaking turtles. Oh, look at them. There's right there, and then there's one right there. I love turtles. just hanging out. This little oasis. Whew. So I'm a little bit drugged right now. If you didn't see last night's vlog, the seas got really rough, so I had to put another seasick patch on. And I totally forgot that hubby put a breathe right strip on it because it wasn't staying. And I forgot how ridiculous I look, but I am definitely a little loopy. It's gonna come off when I snorkel, but I wanted to keep it on because we're probably gonna take a boat ride to the beach, and I don't want to hurl. All right, so he's put everyone into groups of 8, and we're gonna get in taxis to head to the place in groups of 8. So it's not by boat like it usually is. Trying it out. He was struggling to get his mask to fit last time. You doing better?
Maybe.
Oh Lord. I'm fine. He just has a massive head. The flippers are the hardest part.
Stingrays, 40 centimeters, like a 2 inches, 4 inches. But this one I will show you is like a one size only. It's always one size, all right? And this one, it looks same as the bottom, as the color bottom, okay? It's camouflage, okay? It hangs out in the same area. So don't do that at home, okay? Whatever you see, don't try at home, all right?
Ooh.
Thank you. That's awesome.
awesome. Thank you. Did you see that? Woo. Trying to sneak attack it. Get pictures for our little man cub. He loves lizards. Woo, it's on the move. It's hiding from you. Oh, goodness. Thank you. He took our order and brought us the teeny tiniest margarita. But hey, it's included, so. And then this is my plate. Yeah, I've got to figure out how to move this stuff so I can sit. Hold on. Yeah.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Where do you want to go? A cave?
Alright. My plate. Margarita. Ooh. I should have grabbed some limes. Oh, there's a lime on the rim. Yeah, not bad. How's your cerveza? Not mad at it. Good. Okay. Got a beer? They've also got paddle boards and kayaks out there. I'll try to zoom in editing so you can see. And over there it says parasailing and jet ski rentals. But like hubby was saying, even if we just did the snorkeling part of this and went back, we'd be satisfied for $60. So we're gonna tip well for sure. He kept grabbing my GoPro for me and taking it like under the caves and stuff. It was really cool.
He was going 20 feet down and holding his breath for 2 minutes at a time, getting like inside the caves.
Yeah, like he shoved my GoPro like all the way in there. He's been great.
Spicy?
Spicy?
More spicy?
Yes.
He's gonna add a little bit. Use a touch of, just a little bit. If you want some slices left, let me know. Yeah. Okay. Actually, habanero is good for memory. Do you know that?
Oh. I did.
You eat today, and you will remember all your entire life.
Yeah.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Thank you.
I know the drill.
Taste good? Thank you.
That's really good. Time for some tequila tasting. Oh no, I look red, babe.
You were in the sun.
I'm too white for this. So 3 for 18, so I'm gonna get 1 for me and then 1 for each kid's oversized so they can have them as a sleep shirt. Headed back. Got t-shirts, 1 for me, 1 for each of the kids. What did we get them, a medium? That way they'll be able to sleep in them for a couple of years. We did that when we went to New Orleans when they were babies and they almost fit them now. So we're just walking back through the ports. Headed back to the ship now. See, I feel like this port is a lot more manageable than Costa Maya. Costa Maya's like I was panicking.
I think there's more for people to do.
Yeah, and it's spaced out. Yeah, but like even just the port itself is more like spaced out. The Costa Maya one, you were trapped in like a gerbil maze.
This one's been a cruise port for 50 years.
Yeah, that's true.
They know what they're doing.
That's true. It's my husband's head. Lots of ships in port. But see how many ships there are here? There's 1 extra than from yesterday and the port was not nearly as
But also, like
awful.
I said, half the people get off the boat and go on the boats or the ferries
Excursions or
straight
whatever.
elsewhere
Yeah.
instead of funneling through port.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing I'm not a fan of is when you go through that duty free, which you're forced through. They kind of track you the entire, you heard her, she said North Americans? Like she was tracking us because he was looking at tequila. But we're headed back to get on the boat now. We're gonna see what the water slide line looks like since most people are still off ship. No pier runners yet because it's not time, but people are starting to crawl back to the ship. We're gonna go the drop slide. Literally could have nothing on. I had on my smartwatch right here and it made me go back down and take it off, and then he saw him with the GoPro and he was like, absolutely not, go put that up. So it was all right, it was fun, but the slide part itself hurt your back, like the seams in it where it connects, and also made me a little bit seasick with the twisty turnies. So this is the ship that we did our honeymoon on. And what I didn't like on that ship is you see all the balconies. None of them are like directly over the sea. So we had a view over one of those hot tubs. Like whatever balcony you get, you're gonna have a view of like the down below deck. Whereas this one, I picked properly and we have no one in our view other than the sea. Pool's not too busy on port days. They've got all of the towel animals lined up on the Serenity deck. Hot tubs are full. We're just gonna go back to our room. It is 1:45. We just got back on the ship, got some strawberry soft serve on deck 8, and came back to this cute little frog. Look how cute that little guy is. Ignore this hair. Oh, Jesus. We had a really good shore excursion. Snorkeling was excellent. We tipped our guide really well. He was taking my GoPro and like going into the caves and stuff to see them. And then we sat back, got served some drinks. Make sure y'all bring enough cash to tip. We weren't planning on doing shore excursions on this trip until our second day at sea, and hubby was like, no, I really want to do something. So he looked at them and he booked some of them for us. I think there is an ATM on the ship, but always make sure you have cash to tip. Tip your like taxi drivers, tip your shore excursion tour guides, things like that. And then he's gonna have to hit the ATM to make sure we have enough left over at the end of the trip to tip our wait staff and our cabin steward. Whew, I look beautiful. But gonna eat our ice cream and get showered and get in some fresh, clean clothes because we're still in our swimsuits.
Back and forth in and out of here, but look at the snorkelers and that boat, the one that was black, left them and circled around, and there were boats just zipping past them.
Ooh.
That's scary.
While they're just in the water, just heads bobbing and boats whipping around on either side of them. Yeah, I was telling hubby when my girlfriend Maggie and I did our girls trip cruise on the Valor, and I can link that playlist down below for you. That's what we did. We're in Cozumel. They just like brought a boat out, anchored it in the middle of the ocean. We got out and snorkeled, and then they went like, there's some over there snorkeling too. They just went out like by one of these resorts. I think it was that resort there, that white one with the like open balconies. And they kind of anchored there in that blue water and dropped a like floating like pool pad and got out some paddle boards, and we just floated on that little pad and got served tequila and rum drinks the whole thing. But that one,
they zipped around those snorkelers. Now they're cutting this way around these snorkelers.
Yeah. But the one that she and I did were it was an adults only. I think it was like 140 a person, and then we tipped on top of that. Whereas, like we were just talking about the value that we got. Oh, that's zoomed in on my face. The value that we got on our excursion, it was 60 a person. 60 a person, and then of course we tipped our snorkel guide very well. He was awesome.
He's
and
basically the host for the whole trip.
Yeah. And then we tipped our bartender that kept bringing us drinks. So we got a lounge share, and he kept serving us drinks at the lounge share, so we tipped him as well. But still tipping them what we tipped them on top
Under
of what we would.
$100 total a person.
Yeah. So we really couldn't beat it. We were very happy with our excursion. It was only 4 hours, but it felt like the guy on the bus was saying it felt longer.
Just right. Yeah.
Yeah, because like by the end of it, we were kind of ready to go. But yeah, they've got all kinds of boats out, and we didn't have to take a boat.
Whipping around.
Yeah, we had to take a taxi. Ours was like literally on the side of the road. They brought a taxi to the side of the road, and they're like, "All right, I'll hop out," and then we walked, and then it was like the beach club, like off the side of the road.
So you see the end where it kind of juts out over here?
Yeah.
I think if you go past that and down a little ways, it was somewhere along that strip where we were at.
Yeah, there were
you
what?
can see the boat from there.
Yeah, and there were what, like 6 or 7 of them like that, just kind of lined up in a row like the beach clubs.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Here.
Hubby went to Chicken Shack and got us a little snacky snack. I'm hungry
Big
for
chicken,
dinner.
not chicken.
Oh, sorry, big chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, Chicken Shack's in Baton Rouge, huh? And it's not very good. The bowl say bok bok. They got all the different sauces. Is it? Oh, I don't know. Have my watch on. What time is it?
3:34.
3:34. Dinner's not till 5, so I need a little something. They got people getting directly off one of the tour boats. Okay.
Get the screw top.
No dealing with corkscrews and screws. My goodness, that was messy. I need to bring Tony's packets with us today. You doing wine too, or no?
I might save that for you. I feel like you would enjoy that more.
Yeah. All
I'll
right.
do the last little bit of the
Bring in some
pouch
of our
ahead.
Tony Sasheries. All right. I'll dress for formal wear. This is my green dress that I got from Amazon. The hair is air dried because I was too lazy to do anything with it, but I did put a little bit of makeup on. Not a lot. Because I about fell asleep after we got back from our short excursion, and then hubby matches me a little bit. Thank you, Garcelle. Well, has a little match.
It's a little short, but I don't care to fight it that hard. I struggled to get it looking this good. This is what we're gonna get.
Go on to dinner. And here is the menu for formal night number 2 on this cruise. If you want to give your screen a pause so you can kind of take a look a little bit more closely, you can. And then, as always, we started out with some bread. It was ciabatta bread with butter. Hubby got the spinach salad with blue cheese, orange segments, and raspberry. He said it was really good. And then I got the crawfish fettuccine. We're from Louisiana. it was all right, but it definitely needed that Tony Chachere's that I brought. I'm glad that I brought that with me. The corn chowder was actually surprisingly good and had a little bit of a kick to it. Like it had some maybe chipotle or cayenne in it, but overall, pretty good. And then for dinner, hubby got the prime rib. He said it was all right. As you can see here, it was very fatty, and the sides were just kind of mid for him. And then I got the lobster, and she talked me into getting 2 of them because it was rock lobster, and they were smaller. Not my favorite, I'm going to be honest. They were kind of tough and tasted very fishy, so not really for me. And then coming to the dessert portion of Formal Night, I got the creme brulee. It was all right. Wasn't my best. It did have a nice little crystallized crust on top, but the creme brulee itself was just kind of like, eh. Hubby got the panna cotta with blueberry sauce, and honestly, his was delicious. I ended up eating most of his, and he swapped me for mine. Alright guys, that is it for Carnival Jubilee cruise vlog number 6 with a stop in Cozumel, Mexico. Hopefully you enjoyed this vlog and following us along on our little excursion adventure. We actually had a really good day this day. We loved our excursion. Like we said previously, it was only $60 per person. You really can't beat that. Just make sure you bring enough cash to tip, obviously. But yeah, we had a really good evening. So hopefully this was helpful and, enjoyable for you to watch as much as we're going to enjoy looking back on these memories together. Please make sure you give this video a like and a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and follow along for 2 more cruise vlogs coming at you soon. Bye guys.